What's up, guys? Scotty here. I'm back with my friend Big Jiggly Panda, and today we're going to be reacting to one of the funniest comedians of our time, Theo. I love this guy. I feel like he's the epitome of like Nashville. That's what I see when I look at him. It might be the mullet.
It certainly helps. And the voice.
Yeah.
No, he's a fine representation of a lot of people here. He's much funnier than most of the people here, though.
Oh, 100%.
And the baptism, dude, I freaking still remember, dude. I remember taking a couple extra sips.
What is that image?
Water, you were guzzling. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm staying down there.
Yeah.
What? Bro took sips of the baptism water?
I was distracted by the image. I didn't even get to hear the joke.
Yeah, that's a crazy Photoshop job. I like how it's clearly low resolution, but his face is just HD.
What do you mean, bro? That's just how people look. Just stop looking at the priest. He looks like he's holding up, like, have you ever seen people hold up a loaf of bread that they just baked? And how proud they
It's
are?
like holding a bass.
My first sourdough. It's successful. Yeah, or like catching fish. Like that's probably what women see when they're scrolling through Tinder. It's just guys holding up fish that look like that. They're just real happy.
This is probably what it looks like for someone to just hold Hasbullah. Just a grown-ass face on it.
I appreciate it, and thanks, brother. We're not racist, or I'm not trying to be. You know, I have to flare up in traffic, but overall, I'm
That's a fucking classic right there.
Of not trying to be, brother.
Hey, it happens to all of us, okay?
Oh man, I just love the follow up there. He's like, we're not racist, and if we are, I'm sorry, was not in my intention.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. I need to get it out. I write it down. Have you seen that clip?
I think so. That sounds familiar. I would hate to see his journal.
It's just all racial slurs. That's it.
It looks like when a 12-year-old learns how to cuss. It's just there's all the words they can imagine.
Yeah, Theo's willing to tell us everything about his life. So the only thing he's not going to say is the stuff he has to write down.
Right. He's good there. He's got it out of his system. He won't slip up.
Really?
I try to commit suicide. I try to OD on a bottle of Theragram M. You know those
What is
vitamins?
that? Those vitamins?
Yeah, I try to OD
What the
on vitamins.
fuck?
when I
And
was
what'd you
8.
get? Just better?
Can you imagine? Bro just took so many vitamins that he was cured and he didn't want to himself anymore.
Yeah, right.
Fucking God bless America.
Not only does he want to continue on in life and find meaning, but he's also the healthiest he's ever been. Dude reversed his age by 10 years.
Who knew? All he needed was micronutrients.
You're right.
Cured his depression.
A year's supply of them in a matter of minutes was all it took.
You'd rather be blind or dickless, dude? These days, probably dickless, I think. I had a blind kid in my neighborhood when I was growing up, and actually, no, this dude was deaf, actually. And they beat him up for doing bad magic. Because he was always doing all of this and shit, and people thought he was doing magic with no tricks, and they fucking beat him. So...
They thought he was a witch, bro. Just throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, right? Oh, they would have burned him in the 1800s for that shit. Oh my god. I love how none of that had to do with anything about choosing to be dickless.
Yeah, and then the story ended up not even relating to the question anyway.
I think I'd rather not have my dick, because when I lived in this neighborhood when I was a kid, they beat up this deaf guy for throwing up gang signs. Like, brother,
Right, so dickless.
yeah. I mean,
We got there.
I agree, though. To be fair, I don't know if the path to getting to the destination is the same, but I think I'd rather be dickless than blind or deaf. Well, it's not like I've used it lately. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? I've used my eyes and ears recently. I need those.
Yes, that's true.
I came on a girl once and and then lied about it, made her, then I got so scared I fucking left out of my
Gaslit her?
own window in my room. I was too embarrassed to walk through my own fucking house. It was a party at my house. And I just fucking left, bro. And there's all these people just driving silently up and down the street, fucking singing in their cars. And I'm like, this is a fucking crazy world, man.
What? What the fuck?
What do you say? He came on a girl and left his own house?
Yeah, like he was in his own bedroom and then climbed out the fucking window.
Oh my lord.
And then he said he lied about it too, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't come, and then just left.
See, these are one of the stories that I'm like, did that fucking happen?
It's the thing where it's just like, it just keeps going sometimes. Like, he's on the street and people are driving past silently. Like, what?
Yeah, like the little embellishments.
But some of the things are just like, it's so random that it
Like, how
almost
do you
feels
make
like,
that
how
up?
could you possibly make that up?
How do you think of being like, oh, I came on this girl and the only thing I could think to do was fucking Mission Impossible out of my own house?
Dude, I don't know.
Did he put pants back on? Did he leave the girl there with cum on her face? Like, what did he tell us that part?
But if he lied, I feel like there's no way you could come on her face and lie about it.
Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. She would probably notice that. I forgot about that part. I mean, I would hope she'd notice. Then fuck, it'd be hard to miss.
I remember the first week I went to our school. I told you guys that before. The first week this kid Brian St. Pierre went to our school, and he
photo,
they'd
bro.
never seen it before, you know, and they thought he was mentally handicapped. They put him in, they made him eat the third lunch. You know, the third lunch, a special lunch where those kids are in there. You know, they make some of their own food and then they eat it. You know, to make them have a talent. And
What are you saying?
dude,
Does he even know?
Dude, I love the people next to him, like, they can't even keep their shit together.
You know, everything.
There's a reason the camera's not on them right now.
And then you'd have fucking Brian St. Pierre wearing a Charlotte Hornets pullover, dribbling an invisible basketball all day, bro. Just posting up mental kids in the lunch line, bro. They'd never seen it. They thought he was mentally handicapped just because he wanted to, you know, play with the brothers.
Oh man, see, that one I believe.
It seems too real. Yeah, it seems way too real.
That one I actually believe. But that's not. I want to point out, guys, this is not how I approach comedy. I don't sit here and overthink every joke like that. It's just referring to what we were saying earlier. Like, has this man actually lived this shit? If so, what a life.
I mean, I'm fucking envious.
I know. My life was boring compared to Theo's. But maybe that's for the best.
And then after that, they had a comedy room near me. This gentleman had half a limb. And he was...
Which limb?
He was missing part of his leg, I think. Or he said he was.
What?
So he could have been faking it.
CGI.
I don't know what his name was.
Oh, he's so serious about it, too.
CJ, it was a white dude.
Okay, check.
That's it?
He just got it tied up to his thigh.
I feel like I need so much more. Like, he was just starting the story. We didn't even get to the story. Just like the guy's missing half a limb.
Hey.
Or so we think.
Theo Von out of context moments today, baby.
Well, we did a bunch of mushrooms, and we didn't... I don't know. We weren't really in the race or anything. But at one point, we took over a table. Somebody had a table where they had all the cups of water, and we took it over right in the middle. And I'm just flying on mushrooms at this point, dude. I'm looking, you know, the Lord's looking for me. You know what I'm looking for him. You know, we're gonna meet up that afternoon. But and people were running by in this race. You know, it's tens of thousands of people in this race. And when they get close, someone would try to get the water, and we'd be like, no, it's for Asian people only. So you had so many people, and they're running. They have to keep going. There's a huge flow of people. They can't argue or discuss it.
Right.
True. Asians only.
That's a good point.
And they just keep on fucking moving.
Passing out from dehydration a quarter mile down the road.
All these Irish people stacking up at the curb. At the next turn, just boom, boom. And all Asian people were just so happy,
Super
bro.
high.
Oh, yeah, just flying, bro. It was just so bizarre, though.
Such a great choice.
Oh,
What the fuck? I mean, that's a funny point. They don't have time to stop and
Right.
like argue,
They're racing.
so they just have to accept it and move on.
I love the fact that they were of mind enough while on the mushrooms to think of that. Like, they can't argue with us about this. What are they going to do? Stop and disqualify themselves or like lose their placement in the race? No. They're just going to run to the next water station and hope that one includes Caucasians, I guess. Like, damn. Hopefully the next one isn't, you know, Indians only. We're fucked. I'm going to pass out.
Or if they even make it.
Oh, man. That's so funny. Can you imagine being like running down a marathon and years later being like, holy shit, Theo Von told me I couldn't have water because he was on mushrooms and told me it was for Asians only. Like, if you were at that race and then saw this
Right.
clip, like, oh my God.
It's so funny. It's probably one of those stories that you tell people. You're like, yeah, some random guy with a fucking mullet wouldn't give me fucking water because I wasn't Asian.
Yeah. How many people have told that story, you know?
Right.
Some crazy fucking hillbilly wouldn't give me water. He was, I think he was like an Asian protester or something.
Who were Mennels, or a couple of them might have been Mennels, and a couple kids that were well, you know. We get there and sit in there, make them drink milk, and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face. You know?
What the fuck?
And if you get some straight up, just a couple Mennels, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there.
Hell yeah.
That's what America
God
was
bless
built on
America.
right
I
there.
was like, oh, I got some kind of a gift here. You know? I almost blew the throat out of this one boy.
He's still going.
Dude.
This guy is fucking fighting for his life over here.
This might be one of my, if not my favorite Theo Von clips that I've ever seen. Dude, look at the guy's face with the way you've paused it so far. He looks like he's fighting for his life, like you said. Barely,
Dude,
dude.
what is this gnome looking over here, bro? What the fuck is that?
That's Bilbo Baggins, actually. That's actual size shown.
This one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name, too, to be mentally challenged. But also easy for him to spell. And, I'm not joking, that's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot.
Bro!
So, that's true, man.
Was this guy's real? His name was Todd?
Why are you so laughing at him?
Can't believe it, bro.
It's a funny sounding name, that's all. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're right.
Yeah,
it was
so
pretty funny, I
this
guess.
guy-
Tot.
Yeah, well,
You know,
let's
Tot.
talk about Tot.
Sometimes he would just say T-O-T was his name, but I knew
Yeah.
it was Tot.
Yeah.
He would try to spell it out, and, you know, like he was tricking me.
That was amazing.
Fucking incredible.
Every second of that was fantastic.
Some bro just gave milk to some mantles. That's about it.
What did he say until one of them shot it out of their nose or something? I was laughing way too hard to hear half of that.
It was something like that. Holy fuck.
That was fantastic.
Also, it just feels like he's doing like a monologue. Like this guy, there's nothing that he could possibly interject into this story. He just has to absorb it.
Oh, yeah. It's like being a good interviewer. You just have to let the person you're interviewing talk it out. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to make anything that Theo was saying any funnier. So just get out of it. Which I think, thankfully for this guy, was easy because he was cackling as hard as we were.
Yeah.
There was no time to speak.
1994, like 70 infected monkeys got out in our town, and they literally, the police came to YMCA summer camp and let the oldest kids leave to help them look for these monkeys, right? Are you serious? Yeah. And I remember like guys, they had guys with like rebel flags in their truck. I'm like, it's not a racial thing. These are fucking 70. These are chimpanzees and macaws that are loose around town.
All the rednecks are like, same fucking thing to me, brother.
Jesus Christ, dude. You said there's monkeys in town. Oh, I'm sorry. We misunderstood.
Oh, my apologies.
I remember me and a couple of other kids. I still remember having a wet bathing suit on, cornering a fucking chimpanzee outside of a Kenny Rogers Roasters with a police officer and 3 other kids, like rah rah rah, you know, by this drive-through, and this fucking fat elf of a woman.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
A fat elf of a woman. What? I don't know.
So
what that
she
means
really
either.
tiny but still fat?
Maybe, you know, built like a stump. Oh my lord, dude. I would genuinely pay good money if there was like an audiobook or even like a 10-part docu-series where Theo Von just goes through and tells us all the stories that he remembers from his life.
That would be
From
incredible.
his earliest memories to now. And then in 10 years we'll do a part 2. And he just catches us up. Because holy shit. There must be something about people from the South just having crazy stories like this. Because my buddy Nick that I met down here, one of Tyler's friends, he's got stories like this shit too. It's insanity. And there's always another one.
He literally would have receipts for everything. It would be the most absurd story, but he would be like, oh, I got a picture right here.
Yeah, because you'd be like, oh, that's no fucking way. And then he'd be like, oh, hell yeah, it is. And he'd pull up this picture. And then you'd look at the picture and he'd be like, isn't that crazy? And then he would pull out his fucking dab rig that had a fucking RGB light on it, like a goddamn gaming PC. And we would all just go to
Tesseract,
fucking
I'm familiar.
space. The Tesseract. Yeah, we entered the multiverse after hitting that thing. And then he told us a couple more stories. Nick is the man.
I hit that thing at Tyler's house and I tried to just go to bed. And then Chrissy came and got my ass. She's like, where are you? Everyone's looking for you. I'm like, the Tesseract fucked me up. She pulled me out of bed.
Got Thanos snapped.
That's how Chrissy pulled me out of it.
Oh, man. Good times.
Dude, 30-pound bag of hamster bone, like, I mean, that's because you have to, there's not as much meat, there's very little bone in a hamster, bro. Them hamps got, a hamp probably has like an eighth of an ounce in its chest plate. Bro, you can't even make a wish on their bone, you know? There's nothing in there.
Where do you get all those hamsters from?
That's it. Well, they breed them in our town. I used to work for this group. They used to sell tattooed hamsters and guinea pigs after,
They tattoo 'em?
yeah, they used to brand them with concerts and raves. They would say it's tattooed just to make people not be as sad about it. But it was a brand, bro. Brand.
What is this fucking town he grew up in?
Dude, I'm trying to imagine the tiny little brand that you need for a guinea pig or a hamster.
They got a good amount of surface area on their little tummies.
I'm really just picturing like a pig or a hog farm just scaled down to guinea pig size. It's like even the farm itself is 1/10 the size. Looks like a little miniature. Oh my lord.
Or even the thing they brand them with. It's just like a pencil. They're like trying to brand the little hamsters.
And they just bent like a paper clip into a shape and then they just heat that up and brand them with it. It's all the size they need.
Dude, I need to go to this town, bro. This sounds crazy.
Yeah, I need to check this place out. They got monkeys. They got fucking guinea pig farms. Probably build a statue of Theo wherever he grew up.
It's just a mullet. That's all it is. But you know it's
A
him.
12-foot bronze mullet.
It's like the fucking statue of the guys holding up the American flag, but it's just a bunch of monkeys holding up a mullet. God, that'd be crazy.
In our town, we locked this big girl one time. We ate some acid, and we locked this big girl into a room at this party.
What?
And we kept going in there with fucking pots of fucking warm water, fucking pouring it on her. I feel bad.
What?
I feel horrible, dude. I didn't look. There was kids, and we're on acid, dude.
Was the big girl on acid, or is she just sober as fuck getting poured pans of water on her?
Can you imagine she's the only sober one? Like, what are they doing? Why do they keep doing this? I love that you can still hear Joey Coco off to the side. He's sounding like a fucking hurricane coming in from the other town. The wet, raspy laugh. Just...
Bro, you cannot breathe right now.
I mean, that's how I sound. I imagine I'm going to be sounding like that when I'm his age and still smoking, I'm sure.
And then, bro,
You can't tell me this story when I'm straight. You gotta tell me on mushrooms. You locked the girl.
I just remembered.
How old were you?
I just remembered
How old
it.
were you?
Probably
12.
16.
What?
I know, but here's the thing. Let's say I was 14. That way it makes it sound not as bad. Bro.
Does that make it better?
You ate. No, she ate acid with us, bro.
Oh, okay. There we go.
She ate acid with
That's
us.
gonna
Dude, and
make
what
it
happened
worse
was-
for
and
her.
we kept going in the room
Oh,
with
of
like these
course.
pots of warm. I don't know why we had the pots of warm water because I think we just were fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
And we would like pour a little on her, but not like torture. She wasn't in a cage or nothing.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. We weren't waterboarding her or anything, you know?
We went in, bro. We heard this loud sound and we went in, and she.
Dude, that
she
laugh.
had
Holy
ran
shit.
against-
This shit was wild.
Bro's not even making words. He's just making sounds over there in the corner.
Yeah, and you can hear the humidity in it, the raspiness of it. It reminds me of me.
And she,
Yeah.
she had ran against one of the walls so hard, bro. Had fucking moved the entire wall in this house, dude. Huge girl, about 240 pounds. Beautiful girl, too.
God damn.
Most beautiful, biggest girl that I've ever known.
I love the contrast of the laughs. You got Joey's big raspy laugh, and the other guy's just like,
Yeah, that's what it's like watching my videos with you.
oh, yeah, it is true. You got your goose honk, and I'm over here just making ungodly sounds, looking like Joe Rogan over there.
Yeah, this is an insane profile picture for your YouTube channel.
What was it, Joe Rogan in an ice bath? Or a cold plunge or whatever he's doing there? Oh, my Lord.
I'd like to think his face just looks like that.
Yeah,
he's not making a face.
That's actually just how he looks in, like, when he's bathing, when he's swimming. Same face.
If you were sent back to the Roman Empire with a fully charged iPhone, do you think you could take over the world, dude?
Fuck yeah.
No, dude. I think they would probably beat you up. They would say you're gay, and they would beat you. If
Shit.
you want to be honest. And no offense if anybody's gay, I might be gay.
Damn.
That's true, though. They'd probably see that and call you some sort of fucking wizard, and then have you stoned to death or like drawled and quartered by horses or some shit. Where did you come from, almighty prophet? And then they just torture you to death. Now, if he had gone back in time with like a fully loaded M16, now we're talking.
Yeah. All you need to do is show them how it works one time, and they'll fucking listen to everything you have to say.
Go back in time 2,000 years with a fully loaded automatic weapon and tell me you don't make an impression. Promise it would.
100%.
So my trick is this. I'll go outside at night, right? I'll stand with my yard, with the yard behind me.
Where the fuck is this
Dude,
going?
raccoons start coming out. They see it.
Oh,
And
because
then
I
I go
think
like that,
his
there'll be 2 or
mullet's a
3 raccoons
raccoon.
there.
What the fuck?
Is that you, father? Look how happy he is about it.
He just dresses like a dumpster and then sticks the mullet out.
He's in full raccoon cosplay. He's got their home in the head going on.
Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster,
I'm Konstantin Kissin.
and this is a show for you if you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von. Welcome
Bro,
to Trigonometry.
You guys have, we call it autism.
Bro, if you got Theo Von calling you autistic, you might be autistic.
His reaction to them is how I feel doing a traditional intro on a video. It just feels so off. Like that formal introduction, he's just sitting there losing it. That's why I can't do it, because I also feel the autism channeling through me. I become the autist.
Brother took a bite out of a Vietnamese guy once, dude. I took a huge bite out of his arm, bro.
Jesus.
Meat and everything, bro. Ripped it right out. The Vietnamese guy was like threatening him with all this karate shit and everything, and his brother just grabbed him.
What the fuck?
Did right
If you
into
think about it, that's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
That stops karate all the time. Because I don't care what type of karate you got, they ain't got no defense for the bite. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got, well, what if it goes to bite you?
Oh my God. You might be onto something with that one.
The main jab and
Hold on, let me put my Komodo on, dude. And they bite your ass.
I mean, you don't fuck with the crazy people.
No, it's like some of the TikToks we've seen where it's like how women defend themselves at night and they just they crawl around like goblins and go like, nobody's gonna approach them after they see that shit.
Actually just got fat recently, like this past year.
Dude, you're killing
And that
me.
doesn't mean I'm serious, man. And I'm not trying to be rude to anybody that's bigger or not. You know, I might be gay when I get older.
Yeah.
So you never know. To me, you never know what life has kind of in store for you, you know, or what's around the next turn. I don't put
not
anything
wrong.
out of it. That's why when people say like, you know, they have issues with gays or they have issues with fats or whatever, like that could be you next week. And that could be, that's why I don't put anything out.
I feel like he loves like shorting everything.
Dude, that fits his theme. Yeah, because what he said, mentals and wells. Oh, they're so funny too because you don't see them coming, especially mentals. Mentals and wells. That one threw me off.
Yeah, that one got us.
But I did it anyway, but the whole time.
Why? You'd seen your body before.
They've never seen my body, though.
Right, but what are you laughing at?
Because they're laughing at my body.
Oh, okay.
They're laughing so hard, it makes me want to laugh.
I thought you were waiting your whole life to see your body, and this is when you decided to do it.
No, that's not it. I had seen my body. Do I have mirrors?
Yeah, but you could also not see your body if you want. Like, I'll go sometimes, you know, I remember one time I went like 8 months without seeing my leg.
This bro just not putting his pants, like he's putting his pants on without looking at his legs?
I guess. Or maybe, you know, sometimes I'll go weeks without trying to see my own titties in the mirror, you know? I don't want to be reminded. A whole ass leg for 8 months makes me think that thing wasn't washed.
Yeah, how are you not looking at it?
I guess when you're in the shower, you don't really need to look at your leg or anything to wash it, do you? You know where it's at. You can feel it. I mean, I'm not looking at my leg right now, and I'm rubbing the hell out of it. Oh, wait a second, that's not my leg.
His third leg.
But 8 months. You mean to tell me not even once you didn't glance down just to make sure it was still there?
Yeah, I find that hard to believe. Seems like a plot hole.
This is the first time Theo Von has ever lied to me.
That son of a bitch.
That's why if you're really old, I feel like you should almost, I don't want to say like bathe in milk, but you want to get the suppositories or something. You want to just hide calcium in your ass or whatever you got to do to bone up. You know, to get marrow heavy. I'm serious.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Are you really?
Crazy way to
I'm
say
older
that.
than that actually, dude, a little bit. No offense. Yeah.
Because of the beanie?
Maybe that's it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a nice guy, though.
I mean, if that's the way to make it so I'm not a fragile old person.
Yeah, then I'll start
I'll
pumping
put
milk up
milk in
my
my
ass
ass.
now. I'll start microdosing calcium rectally right now. Let's fucking go.
Bro just has an IV bag next to him when he's recording.
Yeah, you just look behind me. And you see the milk slowly depleting as the video goes.
Your comments are like, Anthony, are you okay? You're like, never been better.
Dude, I feel great.
I tried to OD on my vitamins. I got my milk suppository. Fucking life's good.
Got like a custom Herman Miller with like a little tube insertion hole in the bottom of it. Herman Milker.
Milker, I barely know her.
Oh, Lord.
We need help.
A buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month. Oh, wow. And sometimes even in his bed sometimes. When he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude.
What the
And I've never
fuck?
been heavily homosexual, but I will say this, that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. I mean, you didn't really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know?
That's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much, and when they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That's like
You never told him that, though.
That does
like a
sound
man
pretty
ought to
gay.
get fast, dude, or it won't. You find out who's who pretty quick when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was doing stuff like that.
What the fuck? He's got a very solid point though. Like you've never had like if Chrissy gets up and you roll over and take her warm spot in the bed or something like that. It just happens to be one of the homies this time is all. That's it.
I think it would feel a little gay.
It would until you felt that sweet warmth envelop your cold body. And then who cares? Gay or not, I'm fucking going to sleep.
For one time I got stuck in a tunnel. My car broke down in a tunnel in Pittsburgh, and I had to defecate extremely, and that's French actually for shit.
Yeah.
And I had to defecate. And so I got in my back seat of my car, and the only, like, I didn't have any choice. This was like, you know, it was like something had gotten into my body, like a pink eye had gotten into my stomach.
What?
And all the shit in my body was coming out of my body.
It was in your stomach?
Yeah, it was like, hey, we need all this shit out of here.
I had gingivitis once in my stomach.
Did you really?
Yeah. I got diarrhea that's from that too. Yeah.
Really?
I like how
don't
he's
know I got down
matching
there.
his
And I had to
fucking
get put into
crazy.
a frisbee. I had upside down frisbee was all I had.
Be real.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
And
Worst
I'm in
things
this
to poop
tunnel, little
in.
cars whizzing by. Here's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Extremely hard to poop when cars are going by at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour.
Wait, so he's the only stopped car in the tunnel? I thought it was like everyone was stopped and that's why he was stuck.
Yeah, I think he said his car broke down.
Is that what he said?
Think so.
That makes this very weird. He might have
I
said
don't know.
that.
That's probably not important. We're focusing on the shitting and the frisbee part now. We're
That's
in
true,
it.
you're right.
We're
Yeah.
in it now, brother. There's no turning back.
Cars are going by at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour and furious too.
Yeah.
Furious. Like, and also white people. Like, it was Pittsburgh, so it's furious white people driving by.
The worst.
I can, if other people, certain
white
ethnicities, I
rage.
can shit easier when they're
Yeah.
driving by, honestly. You know, like if a couple of brothers are rolling by blasting some good music, I can blow ass all day on the frisbee. No problem. I'm part of, you know.
He's
everything
talking
is
like he's done this
everybody seems
before.
like it's more
He's
laid
got a
back.
sound check for when he
But
shits. You've
angry
never been
white
down that
dudes,
road?
You know, rolling by. You
Little
know,
coax it out a
6,
little bit?
7,
Well, they would
8
probably
a.m.
call somebody too, huh?
Oh, they weren't calling anybody. I mean, the only free finger they had, they were waving it out the window. Yeah, they were using it to dial the phone.
So you shit on a frisbee.
I had a shit in the open.
Yeah, not the top part, but the bottom part.
a frisbee is basically a cup. Basically, the sides.
Yeah.
Oh, a plate.
It's a plate.
A plate. Well, a plate is just a cup. A plate is just a
Still
wide
driving?
cup.
A wide cup. So maybe a cup is just a really deep plate.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes one way, it has to go the other, right? Or is it like every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's
Right?
like that.
Yeah. Well, so let me ask you this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, I don't know. Does the bread need to be separated? Does it need to be two separate pieces, or can it envelop? Like I've had lots of good like Philly cheeses where the bread wasn't cut all the way through. It was more of like a housing, a sheath.
And that is a sandwich.
Right. Fuck, man. Hot dog might be a sandwich. It gets condiments.
That pisses me off.
It gets prepared a similar way. Man, okay. Hot dog's a sandwich.
Life's kind of crazy. It comes at you fast.
Yeah. So every hot dog is a sandwich, but not every sandwich is a hot dog, right? Is that what we're learning?
I think so.
Holy fuck, my life has changed.
But that's it for this video, guys. If you guys liked it, hit that like button, subscribe down below. If you're new, check out my friend Big Julie Panda. I will leave a link to his channel in the description below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
See ya.